I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes say, he says, when he dies, he wants to die empty. What do you mean? That when I die, my legacy is that I poured out everything that God put in me. And so when I die, it's okay because I left nothing left on the table to give. And those of you that will listen to this, you have to live a full life pouring out everything that God has put into you. So when we say, what is your legacy? We will say they lived full and they died empty because they stepped into it. And so you have to use fear as your platform, as your diving board. Don't let fear paralyze you. Allow your fear to push you into it, right? And think about it that sometimes when we're fearful, our adrenaline is up. You know, things that we don't think that we could do. There's been situations and stories that you heard that people have been in situations where a car is on somebody's foot and the adrenaline is so high that they were able to lift that car in that moment just enough off the ground, you know, to get their foot removed. Why? Because they stepped into it. They understood that what is greater, the thing that I need to gain out of this is greater than the fear that I have within me. And as John said, it's time for you to step into it. Those of you that are afraid of starting a business, step into it. Those of you, and even me, for me talking to myself, I've been saying for about 2 years now, I'm going to start writing my book. I love reading books, and it's been a pull inside of me that, hey, I want to go to my bookshelf and I want to see my name on the side of the book that I read. And as John said, that when you have purpose, that thing won't let you sleep. I am telling you what not just what I heard, but what I know. And as John said, there is no greater feeling of fear that, hey, I'm fearful of this, but I know I have to do it. And when you actually step into it, there is no greater feeling of fulfillment than when you are doing it. Those of you that know me outside of the pulpit and when I'm preaching, Lafayette really doesn't talk that much. But when you get me in my element, the level of fulfillment, there's been times when I step out of the pulpit and people say, we don't recognize you. And I say, I don't recognize myself either. But when I'm in that moment and when I'm fulfilling purpose, it's a feeling that's unexplainable. It's a feeling that cannot be fulfilled and only can be fulfilled when you are walking in your purpose. And as John said, not only when you step into it, you have to step into it even uncomfortable. You've got to step into it when it doesn't feel good. Because I promise you, as he said, that was so good. I don't really know how weighty that statement John realizes that he said, that you cannot grow unless you get uncomfortable.